This is 7 National News, and in our top story, UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid AlMaktoum, attended the opening ceremony of the Second Knowledge Summit, which is being held under the theme, The Way to Innovation. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed attended the opening ceremony of the 3-day conference along with Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of Dubai Executive Council, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammad bin Rashid AlMaktoum, and His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammad bin Rashid AlMaktoum, Chairman of Mohammed Bin Rashid AlMaktoum Foundation. During the ceremony, the Crown Prince of Dubai also presented awards to recognize the creativity and innovation practices of individuals and organizations. With much of the focus on the importance of education in the Arab world, the summit featured a keynote address from former British Prime Minister Gordon Brown, who stated that the international community aims to provide over 1 million Syrian refugee children with access to the right education by next year. During his address, Gordon Brown added that the key to innovation lies in the success of education as it brings hope to those going through difficult times.
Even in the most hopeless situations, there must be hope. And even in the most hopeless situations, we can create hope. And when it comes to the refugee problem in this region where young people are without hope, we have got to give them that hope through making sure that they have education. It's said you can survive for 40 days without food. You can survive for 8 days without water. You can survive for 8 minutes without air, but you cannot survive for 1 second without hope.
On the sidelines of the summit, representatives from the United Nations Development Programme and the Foundation launched the 2015 Arab Knowledge Index report, which assessed countries on the level of research and development, information technology, and higher education. Commenting on the index, the spokesperson from UNDP added that the index aims to be a reference point for decision makers to realize the areas to support sustainable development.
All this calls upon us to look at how best we can improve education, how best we can improve knowledge so we can plan better for the future, and how best to leverage the numbers of our youth and also our resources to invest more in innovation. We really need to look at the social, economic and environmental aspects of development and the numbers for those. One of the major challenges for the world all over in the implementation of the 2030 agenda is the issue of data and the issue of collecting data and the issue of accurate data. So I think this portal and this project today and this summit today will be a very major addition and a very qualitative addition to that era and that area of statistics and data that we really do need in the Arab world.
His Highness Sheikh Mohammad Bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, will begin a 3-day official visit to Beijing on Sunday to meet with President Xi Jinping of the People's Republic of China. The visit aims to further develop the friendship and strategic partnership between the two nations and discuss regional and international issues on mutual interest. It comes as part of ongoing efforts aimed to reinforce the long-term and deep-rooted strategic relationship between the UAE and China. The visit, which includes a series of meetings with senior Chinese officials, will provide an opportunity to expand trade, economic, social, and cultural exchange, improve industrial and investment relationships, explore new opportunities between the two people of the two countries, and promote partnership in areas of mutual interest that will have a positive impact on both sides. The UAE provided 711 million dirhams to support global efforts to eradicate polio in the past 5 years, according to a new report released by the Ministry of International Cooperation and Development, MICAD. These include a commitment of 440 million dirhams announced by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed Bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and the Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces at the Global Vaccine Summit earlier this year, to back the polio campaigns in Afghanistan and Pakistan. The report notes that in 2011, His Highness the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and the Gates Foundation made a joint pledge of 100 million US dollars, which is 367 million dirhams, to enable the purchase of delivery of vaccines to children in Afghanistan and Pakistan, according to MICAD's report released to coincide with the Heroes of Polio Eradication Hope Awards ceremony, which was held in Abu Dhabi. 1/3 of these funds were earmarked specifically for polio vaccinations to be conducted over a period of 3 years. In other news, senior government officials, experts specializing in intellectual property, and major brand owners have attended a training program to ensure brand protection while also educating consumers about the risks of counterfeit products. At a training session organized for the local enforcement authorities, the founder of the legal group and a lawyer specializing in intellectual property, Hatem Abdelghani, stated that while the exact counterfeit market cannot be clearly defined, the sale and purchase of counterfeit goods has emerged as the most difficult challenge for manufacturers, resellers, and consumers across the region. During the program, Dubai economic development officials stressed that their overall aim is to enforce a strong law to protect the intellectual property and legal rights of manufacturers while ensuring that the UAE retains its position as a leading trading hub for the world's most prominent brands and manufacturers. Meanwhile, major brand owners attending the event raised concerns that counterfeit products are mostly packaged and priced similarly to resemble genuine products, stressing that it is vital that consumers are aware and remain alert on how to differentiate a genuine product from a fake. This particular initiative comes at that time when recent reports reveal a record of 195 million dirhams worth of counterfeit products, including 3.5 million smartphones and more than 2.6 million pairs of sunglasses that have been seized from Dubai warehouses.
My advice to the international companies in the field of the fighting counterfeit, they have to give the required support from their sides to the authorities. For example, authorities, they are not experts with the brands, they are not experts with the how to distinguish genuine from counterfeit. If, as you have seen, some of the brand owners who were participating today, they have more than 50 or 60 different companies, and each company has different brands under that company. So it's not easy for the authorities to know this. This is why there is always required, very close coordination between the brand owner and the authority.
We've had a number of cases here, and that in itself is quite logical because the Emirates are a trading hub, which means that a lot of goods come in particular from China, where most of the counterfeit is manufactured, and pass through here or end up here. Which means that you will see somewhat more cases here than, for instance, in a country somewhere in North Africa or in Latin America, which is logical. So far, the assistance of local authorities has been excellent. We are very pleased with that, and I think that with trainings like the one we are doing today, this can only grow, and the relationship can only become better.
Currently, the concern is that the counterfeiters start to have a complete imitation of our products or for the most famous products. So they are trying to imitate exactly the same product. So it became difficult even to the, let's say, the experts to differentiate between the genuine and the counterfeits. So that's why we always urge the customers, or we urge the authorities to come back to the manufacturer or to the product owner or the brand owner to differentiate between the genuine and the counterfeit.
Dubai Police's Vitronic radar, also known as Al-Wajh radar, caught more than 51,000 violations in 11 months of this year. According to a local report, Dubai Police released the statistics on Sunday, but the speeding violations were not mentioned. Overtaking from the hard shoulder topped the list of violations, with just over 21,000 fines. Jumping the red light came in second, with over 20,000 violations, followed by 6,512 fines for trucks not abiding by their designated lanes. Also, over 3,000 drivers were fined for not abiding by traffic signs, such as violating truck movement prohibition timings. Colonel Saif Mohir al-Mazrou'i, director of Dubai Traffic Police, was quoted as saying that speed cameras have reduced the number of fatalities and forced drivers to reduce speed. He added that it is part of Dubai Police's strategy to spread radars and cameras to regulate speed on the city's streets, as road fatalities were high in previous years. There were also a smaller amount of fines for not wearing seat belts, using mobile phones, and incorrect installation of license plates. Meydan Shoba, the developer of the 35 billion dirhams Mohammed Bin Rashid AlMaktoum City, District 1, has announced the opening of its cycling and running track, which now welcomes all cyclists, joggers, and fitness enthusiasts from across the country. The official opening was marked by over 50 cyclists and joggers testing the track for the very first time. The 8.4-kilometer cycling and running track runs around the entire periphery of the Mohammed Bin Rashid AlMaktoum City, District 1, situated just 4 kilometers from the Burj Khalifa. Saeed Hamid al-Tayer, the chairman and CEO of Meydan Group, said that the launch is testament to our support of the local community and commitment to promoting an achieve and healthy lifestyle. Mohammed Bin Rashid AlMaktoum City, District 1 will offer a range of other phenomenal features and activities, including parks and beaches. The careful planning of the area makes it one of the lowest density residential developments in the world, with over 65% dedicated to open and green spaces. Phase 1 of the project will be ready for handover in mid-2016. And the Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid AlMaktoum International Photography Award announced its partnership with the World Photography Organization to launch an international photography showcase entitled The Global Perspective on Photography. Held from the 16 to 19 March 2016 under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid AlMaktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai, the Global Perspective on Photography will showcase museum-quality international works by many of the most celebrated working photographers today, alongside some of the greatest works of the 20th century. According to the organizers, this will foster dialogue on global photography from different cultures around the world, while casting a light on the common cultural exchanges that define this art form, as 19 international curators will bring together works from 25 countries. The International Photography Showcase will be held in a temporary museum purpose-built in the Dubai Design District, bringing together photography professionals, cultural institutions, curators, and artists in an aim to cement Dubai's vision of becoming a highly creative, connected, and cultural city in line with Dubai 2021 Plan and Expo 2020.
Today we are launching one of the biggest exhibitions here in Dubai. It is about a global perspective in photography. We're going to hold it in March, from 16 to 19 March in Dubai. And it's going to be a big exhibition by hosting more than 18 pavilions from around the world, with some of the best creators in the world, included UAE as well.
The partnership is based on the actual exhibition itself, and the exhibition is quite extraordinary. I mean, the concept of bringing these sort of 18 internationally significant curators into one place is an extraordinary vision, and it's a huge exhibition and a huge piece of work. I mean, almost 700 images, to be able to view is quite extraordinary. Now, an undertaking of that size needs partners across the world, and the WPO, we're quite unique. We have a very wide network around the world through all the different various events that we do. So when His Excellency Ali bin Khalid contacted us and with HIPAA to say, look, let us drive this or help drive this project forward, it was obviously, wonderful to be part of that, because I genuinely think it's important, and I think that an exhibition of this scale needs a natural home. And